A United States senator is calling for strict new rules to limit Silicon Valley's use of your personal data. The Consumer Data Protection Act would force companies to offer a do not track option. Any tech executives who misleads regulators could face prison time. The proposal comes as the makers of a popular weather app are accused of marketing the locations of tens of millions of users without their knowledge. Tony Dokoupil is outside in the elements in New York City. Tony, good morning.
Good morning. That's right, in the elements and in a heavy coat because it's about 33 degrees out here, and that is something I know because, like millions of other American commuters, I checked a weather app. If you did the same, here's the thing. According to the city attorney of Los Angeles, you may have unwittingly given up your privacy in the process. Not only your location when you check the app, but your precise travels and comings and goings all day long.
The Weather Channel app is the world's most popular of its kind, but at the moment it's not so popular with Los Angeles City Attorney Mike Feuer. He's suing the weather company, makers of the app, alleging that it deceptively tracks users' locations throughout the day and night, even when users are not actively using it. That information is then sold to third-party companies who want to target potential customers. IBM, which owns the weather company, says the charges are without merit. And in a statement to CBS News, the company said it has always been transparent with use of location data. But IBM is just one of several major tech companies accused of collecting, sharing, and profiting off not only sensitive personal data, but customer locations. T-Mobile is among the latest, though in a statement the company says they will not tolerate any misuse of their customers' data.
I am going to do everything in my power.
Democratic Senator Ron Wyden of Oregon says big tech companies can't be trusted to regulate themselves.
They do it, they get caught, they apologize, and it's kind of wash, rinse, and repeat.
Do you feel you've been lied to by the telecom companies?
Yes. What we were told in 2018 was that they would stop selling location data to these shady data brokers, these middlemen. And now we're seeing evidence that it is still happening.
Which is why Wyden says it's time for lawmakers to get tough.
Your bill would do what?
Radical transparency. The consumer would know who has their data and how it's being used. 2, the consumer would be able to control their data. So we have a do not track feature. They can opt out
or pay.
Finally, there have to be serious consequences.
Those consequences could include steep fines and up to 20 years in prison for top executives.
We're never going to see real changes unless we have a law with real teeth.
But not everyone is convinced there's even a real issue.
Personally, I don't think I have a problem with it unless it gets to a point where, they're really invading my privacy.
Why should Americans be worried about this data collection?
It is a prescription for a national security and personal safety nightmare.
We should point out that the Weather Channel app is not directly associated with the Weather Channel on cable TV. As for Senator Ron Wyden, he points out that this is not just a consumer issue, it's actually a national security issue. Secret Service agents, FBI agents, if their precise movements and locations are known, that leaves them and all of us vulnerable. Bianna?
Tony, much to be discussed here. Thank you. Again, we all have smartphones for accuracy, yes, right? But I think the takeaway here is transparency. I think a lot of people would be okay with the companies knowing their location, but at least tell them about it.
Yeah, just let us know that you know where we are.
And don't bury it in a 10,000 word terms of service.
To where you just accept, yes.
Yes.